Hello, this is Mrs. Wilding from the Prairie Point Library, and in this video we're going to talk about the SIRS database. Remember, there's two easy ways to get to the databases from the Prairie Point Library. The first one is to click on the left-hand side where it says Do Research Databases. Remember the database passwords buttons up here. So if you forget a password, come back and click on this link and you'll get a reminder. And then on this page you'll find links to all of the databases that we have at Prairie Point. And after the name of the database there will be, in parentheses in red, a code, and that is the code that tells you what password to use. So if you need the passwords, remember, click up at the top. Here's the link to the SIRS database. The other way to get there is if your class has a web guide for the particular unit that you're working on. It will likely be posted in the Google Classroom for your class, or you could also find it here under web guides on the library website. So we're going to click on the 7th grade Research Persuasive Project for now. And then for this web guide, the databases are here on the second tab. So that's two easy ways to get to the databases. Now that you know how to find the databases, let's take a look at the SIRS Issues Researcher or the SIRS Knowledge Source. You'll click right here to get into the database. It may ask you for the AEA username and password, but it doesn't always require you to log in, especially if you're on campus. There's a couple ways to approach the SIRS database. One is to search by putting your search term in this box and searching. However, I think a better way to approach it is to find a topic page, what SIRS calls a leading issues page about your topic. The leading issues page is sort of like a neatly packed little suitcase that has all the articles and all the research resources about your topic in one nice, neatly organized spot. So let's take our sample topic of school lunches. You can browse through this A to Z list of all the topics if you want to, or if you can figure out what subcategory it's in, you can narrow down your browsing just a little bit. So I know that school lunch is in this category about drugs and health and wellness, since it's about the healthiness of school lunches. So I click on drugs, health, and wellness, and then I scroll down to look for the school lunches topic, and I'm going to click on there. So that will take you to the topic page, and they're all organized pretty much like this. At the top, underneath the name of the topic, you'll find the essential question. So this is, what are we debating? What are we arguing or even trying to persuade others about related to the topic of school lunch? So the essential question for school lunches is it the school's responsibility to provide a nutritious lunch to school children? Then you will find an overview on that topic. This is sort of a good place to start if you're just new to the topic and you don't really know what the issues are. So here's your overview article. You can click here to read more. And all of them have some sort of graphic or image or chart over on the right-hand side. Underneath the overview article, you'll find some helpful tools. I think one that's particularly useful is the timeline, which will take you to a chronological list of all the major developments relating to school lunches, organized from the oldest years to the most recent developments on that topic. Underneath the timeline, you will find 3 articles that argue that yes, it is the school's obligation to feed students a healthy lunch, and 3 articles over here that say no, parents need to take responsibility for providing food for their children. Now, these are not the only articles on the pro side or on the con side. They're just ones that the editors chose as being particularly good at arguing this point or this point on the other side. Underneath those 2 categories of viewpoints are all the rest of the articles on the topic of school lunch. Some of the nice ways you can access those articles are here for you on the left-hand side. So if you've been having trouble finding recent information, you probably want to sort the articles by date
and this will put the most recent articles up top. So this one is just from last week, March 23rd, 2017. So if it's a topic especially that requires really up-to-date information, you'll want to sort by date. But let's say you've been having trouble finding articles that are at the right reading level for you. You've found plenty of articles, but you're having trouble reading and understanding them. You might want to sort instead by Lexile low to high, right here, Lexile low to high, and that will put the lower Lexile or the easier to read articles at the top. Like this one is now at the top and it has a Lexile of 960, and then the Lexiles will go up from there. This is 980, 990. So that put the easier to read articles at the top. You can also narrow down this list by the type of material it is. So are you looking for newspaper articles? You can click on this one and that will give you only newspaper articles over on the right hand side. So this is Baltimore Sun, Newsday, Boston Globe, etc. Maybe you're looking for magazines like the ones that you often read in school. Here's the New Yorker, Earth Island Journal, New York Times Up Front, which is a magazine we get at Prairie Point. Here's a Newsweek article. So those are all magazines. Another handy tool in that list is right here where it says Multimedia Statistics. If you click on that, it will take you to different charts, images, graphs, or statistics about your topic. Those are all potentially good forms of evidence or support that you can use to back up the arguments that you are going to make in your presentations. So don't forget about the multimedia or statistics tab in your topic page. Now that you know how to locate articles in the SIRS database, let's take a look at what tools exist once you're inside of an article. So I have found this article. I read the summary of it and it sounds like it might have good information for me to use for my presentation about school lunches. It's called Picture This, a way to get kids to eat their veggies. So to get into the article, you click on the title and it will bring you into the article itself. You can read the article right here and start taking notes and pulling out information or evidence or facts to support your arguments. Another feature is that you can listen to the article. It will be read aloud to you and it will highlight the text as you go. Here's some other tools that you can use if you want to save the article to your Google Drive so you can have all your research information there in your Google Drive. That's a button you can go directly to Google Drive. You can also cite the article here. That's going to be useful for your project. Remember that you want to use the MLA citation, which starts with the author's name. You would just highlight this and copy and paste that into your Noodle Tools project. Another nice feature of the SIRS database articles is the related subjects that you'll find at the bottom of your article. You can click on any of those subjects if they're particularly perfect or focused in on your topic. You can click on it and it'll take you to other articles with that same subject heading. And here are the results for that subject search. The subject heading we clicked on was school lunchrooms, cafeterias, etc. And here are all the articles in the database that have that. These are just a few of the features in the SIRS Issues Researcher database. Now take some time to explore the database for your topic.